Working on the Lensman project with my friend Ronnie Dunn, one of the great adventures that he and I went on was out to Wyoming for the Cheyenne Frontier Days Rodeo. Ronnie and I went out there, spent a couple days making some incredible images of this fantastic rodeo. At the Cheyenne Frontier Days Rodeo, there's a very strict dress code. You have to look like a cowboy, even if you aren't a cowboy. So cowboy boots, cowboy shirts, and cowboy hats are mandatory. While we're shooting the rodeo, we're shooting from a great position. It's a bunker that's right at ground level, which makes the photographs of the rodeo incredibly dramatic. When the horses, the bulls, bust out of the gates, they're coming right towards us. And at this position, I like to use a real high-speed camera like my Nikon D4S with a 100 to 400 millimeter lens. Ronnie and I sat down recently and discussed the Cheyenne Frontier Days Rodeo, the granddaddy of them all. We went to the Cheyenne Rodeo last year after I had gone the previous year. Ronnie was performing in Las Vegas, and I sent him a bunch of pictures down there. And then he was very enthused about the two of us going the following year. So
I thought they were the coolest rodeo shots I'd ever seen. I was freaked out. You know, I keep talking about this press bunker, which is actually just a below ground unit with a bar across it, whatever everybody lines up, which is perfect for wildlife shooting, right? I mean, you're at ground level.
Yeah, it's great. It's like it's exactly where you want to be. The angle for the bronc riding and the bull riding, it couldn't be more spectacular, especially when the horses come out of the chute and they come right towards you. We were able to, we were actually really laughing because we were really burning up our motor drives with, the 10 frame a second thing. It was really, it actually was pretty funny how many shots we would rattle off on each one of the bronc riders. And the thing about it is, a lot of times when they're coming towards you, you can actually see the images that you're getting. You can really see that the guy's feet are coming way up, and you can see his face, and you can see the cowboy hat flying off. And for me, there's really, it's the most exciting event that I've pretty much ever been associated with it.
It's fun to watch the horses, especially, would come right at you. I mean, just right at you. The bulls don't get too far away from the chute, but the horses would come right up. And I've heard stories, and you may have seen them, where the horses actually made their way, into the bunker, through the bar, not the whole horse, but the feet. So the seasoned pros this time, when I was there, again, you've probably seen this, but everyone starts running. I'm so far up in my camera, I'm stuck there, I'm focusing as he's coming in and firing at the same time. We're all laughing and stuff. And then you hear somebody scream, "Run! He's coming in!" And I'm going, I'll just buy a new lens, and I'm going to get this shot. And sure enough, there's one shot we have where the horse is, I mean, you get the mud on his feet. He is, if we're here, he's right here. And it looks like he's coming straight in. And you feel the rocks hit. That's part of the excitement. Everybody's going, oh, they're trying to protect their equipment. I'm going, heck with your equipment, man, get the shot. There's an old saying in photography that I've studied a little bit, and I shouldn't be trying to be a philosopher around you and your experience, but it says that if the shot's not exciting enough, you're not close enough.
The thing for me personally was the fact is that it was his first rodeo, and his enthusiasm was just over the top, and that was really, for me, that was personally very rewarding. It was pretty fantastic. We had a great time, and we made some great pictures.
It's like taking you fishing, although it's not your first time. Every fish you catch is, oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. And it was great like that. And it's fun. We've both done and had very successful careers in the creative field for the first time in a long time, what we want to do. And I think that's what everyone eventually dreams of doing. The cool thing about Cheyenne is and probably all of it, especially Cheyenne, is that it's super friendly to photographers. There's a big sign when you walk into the dressing or the locker area, which is nothing but an area of benches beneath the stands. And they're all down there in this concrete type bunker with this roof, and they're sitting on long benches, some with their shirts off, some with caps mask on. Some, they're doing their ritual stretches and stuff like that. So I walk out. The sign says, "Don't get in the way of the camera guys." Well, that's just the opposite of the music business. We go like, camera guys, stay over there, and you get your 3 shots, and that's it. I don't know what that's about, but anyway, I look up. I'm standing down here. And this is obviously the shoot. I'm standing down here, and I look up, and I go, there's something just about how this guy's standing that looked perfect. And I just, I love a vertical, so I shot a couple shots and then walked away. So when I get back to the bus later that afternoon and started editing, it's like you couldn't take a guy and pose him any better. It's the calm before the storm. It's like he's meditating, kind of looking peacefully down into that chute, just going like it's about to be me and you.
Yeah, this particular image from the Saddle Bronc competition was probably my favorite picture that I came out of the rodeo last year. And it came about right at the end of the day. In the morning, we were getting ready to head out to shoot. And I said to Ronnie, I said, wow, I really want to make one picture today that I haven't shot yet at a rodeo. And so we got to the event, we shot all day, and then in the Saddle Bronc competition, this was the second to the last rider, came out of the gate, and in 2 seconds he was upside down, and I was able to shoot this image. Hey, Ronnie and I had a great time at this rodeo. I hope you enjoyed our conversation, and I hope you enjoyed the images that we showed you. Please hit the subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner, and make sure you also click the bell, and you'll get notified of all new upcoming videos.